Travel planning without the internet, smartphones and artificial intelligence? Almost unthinkable nowadays. We'll show you which apps are truly helpful, what artificial intelligence can do, and how autonomous systems and robots could shape the way we travel in the future.
The smartphone is your best travel companion. From planning to booking to packing, we highlight the essential apps a traveler must have. TripIt, All Trails, Perk, Hotel Tonight, Rome to Rio.
There's an almost overwhelming number of travel apps out there to choose from. It's not easy to keep track of them all or to find which work best for you.
The development of apps is progressing rapidly. Here are my recommendations sorted by category. My first recommendation, TripIt. This app has become very popular as a travel planner.
With TripIt, you can plan and organize your entire trip, from car rentals, flights, hotels, activities, and more. TripIt runs on mobile phones, tablets, and computers.
Perk is an all-in-one platform for businesses to manage travel, expenses, and events.
It integrates automated receipts and company card tracking, as well as policy and cost control for business travelers. Travel apps are part of a large and fast-changing market that is also attracting growing interest from tourism researchers.
Online-Experience, also wann fühlt sich eine App gut an? Da gibt es immer mehr so diesen Claim, the experience is the marketing. Und dann gibt es eben einen Shift, wo Menschen von der einen App zur anderen wechseln oder eben auch vom klassischen Unternehmen zum digitalen Unternehmen.
My Tip is an app from Australia, Rome to Rio. With this trip planner, you can research, compare and coordinate your transport options across 240 countries around the world.
Whether you prefer to travel by train, ferry, bus, plane or car, you're sure to find the right trip that suits your needs.
All Trails. It's a popular mobile app and website for outdoor enthusiasts to discover.
With this app, you can navigate and share hikes, runs, bike rides and other activities using its GPS maps, detailed trail info and user reviews. These days, users can largely rely on providers to keep their apps up to date with the latest technology.
There are many popular platforms where you can book your stay. I like Hotel Tonight.
Hotel Tonight is particularly useful for those who need to book a hotel on short notice and make last-minute decisions. Many people like booking every detail of their trips, but that's not always a good thing.
Das Zufällige, das Überraschende, das, was das Abenteuer vielleicht auch ausmacht, das fällt halt ganz viel weg, dadurch, dass ich so viel vorher schon weiß. Natürlich gibt mir das Sicherheit, aber ist es nicht auch schön, irgendwie unsicher zu sein, Abenteuer zu haben? Und die Technik nimmt mir das ein Stück weit.
For many, the most complicated part is deciding what to carry and what you really need. And that brings us to packing.
I can do that quite well in my head, but there are also helpful tools out there. Packing apps like PackPoint or Packer. Such apps help you pack depending on the length of your trip, the weather, or activities at your destination.
I hope these apps make traveling easier for you wherever and whenever you want to go.
Our next topic, AI bots. The cheapest flights, the best hotels, and the activities you enjoy most. AI travel bots promise to combine all of that effortlessly. But how well do they really work? Such AI tools can be very useful, especially for inspiration and initial planning, says US travel influencer Brie Roche.
Instead of having to utilize multiple different systems to find flights, to find hotels, especially things to do in specific locations, because that would require Googling and looking at multiple different blogs and then looking at reviews and then looking at, different activity planners. You can now put it all into one system.
It saves time. While traditional search engines tend to provide only a general overview, AI travel bots create personalized itineraries based on individual preferences and even leave room for breaks. When using them, the key is to be precise about what it is you want.
I want to relax, I want a slow day, but I want to take in the art in, say, Rome. Then it can suggest to me, this is the art museum you want to visit, and these are the 2 coffee shops you might want to consider, and this is the time of day that's good for you. So I have found that AI can actually relieve some of the pressure and some of the stress of feeling like I have to see everything because I know I'm getting to see the one thing I really want to.
AI systems filter information from various sources, from major booking platforms to social media content. AI can then sort these results according to personal preferences, such as price or recency, and present users with the most relevant information first.
Social media is where the inspiration happens a lot, but to go from that inspiration down to something which is very tangible that you can do, this is where AI can really finish that missing piece.
For example, the AI travel bot Layla AI works with more than 1,500 travel influencers. Their content is then curated by an internal team. Videos play a central role.
Video format is the way to also discover travel, and that's why in Layla AI, you can basically just ask, show me the best places to go in a safari, and then we will bring you the best videos from social media.
But be careful, AI tools can hallucinate and come up with outdated or even incorrect information. That's something 25% of participants in a recent study about the future of travel discovered.
Even if it's not a hallucination, your AI could be pulling from an older website, it could be pulling from older Google Maps, it could be pulling from older reviews. And so you just need to make sure that the place exists. And so I would just say a secondary Google search is enough.
The programs have a key advantage over newer AI travel bots. Over the years, they have already learned a lot about their users.
I've been utilizing ChatGPT for a few years now. And so when I was planning my trip to Mexico City, ChatGPT was able to say, hey, you may not want to go to this place because we know, like this restaurant, because they lean heavily on bananas and we know your husband is allergic to bananas. And that wasn't even anything I thought to ask for.
Whether sharing that much personal data is worth it is up to each person. But only then can AI travel bots truly plan a tailored holiday. It's not just AI, robots are also changing how we travel.
In der Hotellerie ist Robotik längst angekommen und ich gehe davon aus, dass wir das in den nächsten Jahren sehr viel mehr sehen werden.
Robots are a major topic in the travel industry. Although most robots are not modeled on humans, robotic systems are already widely used worldwide, especially in restaurants, hotels and airports. They deliver meals, transport luggage, clean both small and large areas efficiently, serve as information desks, and even handle surveillance tasks. Robots are increasingly taking over work that was once done by humans.
Alles, was Routine ist, das wird, denke ich, abgelöst werden durch Robotik. Wir haben so viel Fachkräftemangel, so viele Notstellen auch in der Branche, was das Thema Neubesetzung angeht und so, dass wir da wahrscheinlich gar nicht drum rumkommen werden. Und ich sehe da auch eine hohe Adaptivität seitens der Branche, weil es eben dann auch Kosten einspart. Ein Roboter schläft nicht. Den kannst du 24 Stunden einsetzen, ja, in unterschiedlichen Bereichen, wenn er denn so universell ist.
Welcome to Autonomous, the first truly AI-powered hotel.
For now, these kinds of robots are still relatively rare and often used for their fun factor.
I think he's so fun. I think he's so smart. It's fun to have something to talk to.
Otto is the name of the concierge robot at a hotel in Las Vegas in the United States.
So basically, Auto knows anything from booking, to housekeeping, to how many towels, to how you took your salad, how you take your coffee, to what issues you have in your life, to what opinion he needs, like what do you need from him as a support. He's everything in real time for everybody, and that's the power of him. So he starts as your concierge, but we want him to be much more than that.
Robots are not only meant to be useful helpers. There are plenty of examples of how they can be used in a more playful or visually striking way, even as DJs. Whether suitcases that follow their owners everywhere will actually become widely adopted remains to be seen. Despite being less visible to travelers, robots are being used behind the scenes. Self-driving systems at airports are increasingly replacing conventional logistics, including here at London's Heathrow Airport, which is optimizing passenger transport with self-driving vehicles. Europe now has its first road-legal project for autonomous cars. The robotaxi in Zagreb, Croatia, which started operating in early 2026. What do you think? Will apps, AI and robots completely change travel in the coming years? Will technology make travel better or take away the authenticity in how we travel? Share your thoughts in the comments.